Hi guys, today we're gonna drive around and show you a little bit of Godeok. So right now we're headed towards the Hillstate apartments, and then we're gonna stop by the Hoban apartments so you guys can see that area. This is the backside of the G apartments, and then there's another apartment complex behind there called Famille. And then to the right is the new Hillstate apartments. To the left here, this is where the 24-hour veterinarian is. Malteria, Gangja, several places you can eat at. They're still building lots of new apartments back here, so it's definitely gonna get busy in the next few years. So now we're passing the Hillstate apartments. This is brand new apartments, and it has like a London theme. They're like almost 40 floors, so it's very tall. Tallest in this Godeok area, I believe. Hillstate. British Godeok. British Godeok. Okay, now we're gonna drive down this road. This will be going towards Hoban apartments, and there is a big huge park there, so it's nice to walk around and take your dogs for a walk. So if you have bigger dogs, then I recommend this Hoban area. There's a bunch of villas back here, and then there's a big park called Hambaksan Park. Here's the Hillstates. Side entrance for the Hillstate apartments. And then which one is that one? Hoban? Hoban is right next to this one back here is Hoban, starting Hoban complex there. Hillstate, very, very tall. And you can see the difference, like Hoban is much shorter. This neighborhood is much quieter than Godeok. Because Godeok is next to the station, it's very busy. But whenever we come in this area, it's usually quiet. And then we'll drive around to the Samsung area so you guys can see that. These are the first edition Hoban Summit, so they are a little bit older. And then we're gonna go towards the newer ones, which is by the lake park. More villas, elementary school over here. And then these apartments right here, they're called Richville. I think they're pretty big too from the pictures I saw. I'm not sure if those are off-base housing. Probably. You guys can check with your realtor, but those are called Richville apartments. And then to the right over here, those are the newer Hoban apartments right next to this. So the newer Hoban apartments are next to this Hambaksan Park. It has like a fake lake and walking trail, so it's really nice to walk your dogs. Okay guys, so we're gonna probably park over here so I can show you guys. But there is another Pyeongtaek apartment complex. These names are just like name brand apartments in Korea. So you can find these apartment complexes everywhere. It's just I'm showing you the ones in Godeok for those of you who are interested in off-base housing. So these to the left are the newer Hoban Summit apartments. And then these are another Pyeongtaek apartments. And then we're gonna drive around and we'll show you the lake. Hoban Summit, this is the front entrance. These are the newer ones. And then this is the entrance for the Pyeongtaek apartments. Hoban, we made a U-turn, so we're gonna go back and show you Hoban Summit entrance. Okay, and now we're headed back towards the park, and we're gonna go past Samsung. So that big building down the street, that's the Samsung factory. Is that right?
Yeah.
Their factory. And there's a bunch of places to eat around these villas. Hillstate apartments, first generation of Hoban apartments. And the park is near the Hillstate apartments. And then the lake is near the newer apartments, Richville and Hoban, the second generation. So here is their man-made lake. And you guys can see back there, that is the newer Richville apartments and the Hoban Summit apartments. There's a nice little walking trail here around the lake. It's very beautiful. I love this area. This area is much better than my neighborhood. If you guys want to live off base, I definitely recommend these newer Hoban apartments. And across this street, this is the park. And then those are the Hillstate apartments and the first generation Hoban apartments. But yeah, there's a nice little lake, so if you guys like this, definitely check out this area. Okay, now we are gonna drive past the Samsung factory, and then we're gonna head towards Emart so you guys can see that area. Okay, so we are headed towards the Samsung factory. This is the Samsung factory. In the mornings, lunch times, and at nighttime, it's usually very crowded with workers and construction workers. So you can expect a lot of traffic during those times. So we're leaving the Samsung factory area, and we're headed back on the main road that you would take from Godeok to the Emart. We are gonna go to the Emart, and it is right by GJ Station. And there's also another apartment complex called the Sharp, which is 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom apartments. Also really great for off-base housing. If you guys want to be right next to the Emart, then this is a good apartment complex to look at. Right here is where they're going to be building the Costco. There's also a little PPO outlet and a movie theater, CGV. So down here, it's going towards Emart. And then the Samsung building is to the right. So this is the road going towards Emart, and right here those apartment complexes are called the Sharp. It's another name brand apartment complex in Korea. We are turning left towards Emart, and to the right up here, that is GJ Station. Let me show you guys the Sharp apartments and Emart first. Here is the big Emart, and then the Sharp apartments. Is that another Hillstate? Yeah, that is another Hillstate, but it's not as fancy as the first one I showed you guys. Emart and the Sharp apartments are here. These apartments are really big. The Sharp. You can just walk to Emart's. There's another Hillstate apartments back here. And then we're gonna go into the Emart parking lots. Did they block it? Okay, we cannot go there anymore. There's another Hillstate, more apartment complexes behind Emart's, but I don't really know much about this area. This is the area behind Emart's. Also very quiet. Pretty empty here. So now we are headed back towards GJ Station, and then we're probably gonna head towards Songtan, but I'll make another video so you guys can see an updated tour of the Songtan Osan AB area. Those are the Sharp apartments and Emart. So that is Emart, and then the road out here goes straight to GJ Station. So you guys can take Sojourner Station to GJ Station and then walk to Emart. GJ Station. And then now we're headed back towards Godeok. The Sharp. Samsung factory. We're gonna go back towards the PPO outlet mall, and then I'll show you the building that they are building, the new Costco, so you guys can see where that will be. This road is very busy during the what's it called, commuting hours. So here is the PPO outlet mall with the CGV movie theater. And then you can see this new construction building right next to it. That is where the Pyeongtaek Costco is going to be. So definitely this road is going to be very crowded during rush hour. It already is, but definitely when Costco comes, it's going to be even more crowded. So if you're thinking about the Sharp apartments, you have to keep that in mind. Costco will be here. So we're still on the main road that goes to Emart, but there's also a Home Plus here and a Daiso. This Home Plus is very, very old, so it's not that updated. And then there's a big Daiso over here. It actually just burned down, but they rebuilt it and opened it, so it's good that we have a big Daiso right there. We're headed towards Sojourner Station. This is exit 1 side, so it's a lot older you'll see a lot more older people on this side, lots of like street vendors and markets. So let's go check it out. You guys can see the buildings are a lot older than on the Godeok exit 2 side. Okay, so let's go around so I can show you the front of the station. But this road has the Asian Mart, the International Mart right here. World's Mart. I made a video about them, but this is where I get a lot of my like mom groceries. So check that place out for international groceries. You guys can see this neighborhood is very old. And they have this Shijang, the outdoor marketplace. Okay, we're gonna drive you guys past the station. So you guys have to be careful on these roads because a lot of them are only one way. So you have to pay attention to which direction you're going. Okay, so we're gonna go past the station and you guys can see the exit 1 side. This is the station, exit 1 side. Very, very old. There's a roundabout, we gotta wait. So exit 1, and then you can go in there, and the other side will be exit 2 towards Godeok. This side, it gets very busy. There's lots of buses here at nighttime and in the morning. Lots and lots of bus traffic here. I don't recommend to drive around exit 1. Okay, and then I think on our way home, I'll try to show you guys the Hestable apartments because I forgot to show you guys that in the other video. But now we're gonna head towards Songtan and get some lunch, and then I'll make a separate video for Songtan. And these are the Hestable apartments right here. What are these one next to it? Is that a different one? GH. That's a government one, right? Yeah. That's the Hestable apartments. They're exactly kind of same layout as mine. You guys can look for those as well for off-base housing. And then they're building more apartment complexes here. Sweet home, but we're moving, so not our home anymore.